we weren't able to advertise the name of the company or anything outside of the building in the way that EY might be able to. So what I did was I got a little clip frame. It was one that was just knocking around. So don't think I went out and bought anything special. I think it had cost 50p at some stage. And I printed off on a sheet of bright yellow paper that Stevens & Co. were really pleased to welcome Chris and Jane Wakely to our offices at 2:00. And I hung up this clip frame outside of our office door. I'm sat there waiting for 2:00, and I see this couple coming down the corridor, who I assume must be Chris and Jane Wakely. They stopped and looked at this little sign. And at this point, I felt really deeply embarrassed because it was tacky. It wasn't a class act at all. But anyway, they stood there and read it, and then came into the room. And Chris introduced himself and said, "Look, I've been working for BT for, I think it was 20 years or something. I was a senior engineer. I travelled all over the world." He said, "But I've never ever been to a company that thanked me for, coming in to see them, that greeted me in that way." He said, "I'd like you to be our accountant." I thought, oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So he was a client from then until I sold the business 11 years later.